Hezekiah from KingdomWorship.
Hi, I'm Michael from KingdomWorship.
And this is an acoustic cover of our song, The Lamb.
Our song. The lamb that was slain, he's the lamb who died and rose with all power in his hands. We were supposed to die in sin and that was all she wrote, but the story was continued when he died and rose. So now imagine he who controlled the seas and the winds and walked in water, inviting us to come step in. He came to this broken world so it might be fixed, but for that to be done, his flesh had to be ripped, blood dripped. But now we can sing songs to the lamb and say thank you for the holes in his hands, the beating that he took and the weight that he carried, the life he gave up just to pay for our charity. He took the punishment that we all deserved. He was beat, pierced, whipped, but he never said a word. And in our behalf, his arms are stretched out wide, but his blood dripped in our sins to reproduce life.
I can't believe that you would die for me. A sinner at its finest in reality. Every punch to the face and every blow to the back, you still kept moving forward, no one started turning back, yeah. That's why I have such a huge debt to give, cause you died so I could live, shed your blood for all my sins. And as you're hanging there, while the shadow crucified him, you look down and say, God please forgive them. And to this day, I think people forget that the day you died on the cross, that you were innocent, that you could have turned back at any moment, you could have ran away, but you stayed and still went through with it. In every tear that you shed, you thought of me in every prayer that you said. You thought of me when it lay the crown of thorns upon your head. You thought of me when you were down to your last breath. You thought of me with every hit, every lash. You thought of me when they spit in your face and they laughed. You thought of me when they sold you for 30 pieces of silver and arrested you and set free the killer. You thought of me when they shot and crucified him. You thought of me when the cross was on your back, you couldn't stand. You thought of me when those nails were driven through your hands and your feet. I know that every second of that pain, you thought of me.
And tell me, Lazarus, did you know the man who went inside your grave and pulled you out of death didn't it only come to save the saints, but he gave his life for the lost, defeating sin and death when he died upon the cross. And now, women with the issue of blood, did you know this? Now when you touch his garment, you were not only healed, but the man that healed you would later be killed, but resurrected, and now by his stripes we are all healed. And the wise man, when you went to the manger, did you know the boy you searched for would be a savior who would give his life for the whole world to see? Forget about the grave for the whole world to see. He took the punishment that we all deserved. He was beat, pierced, whipped, but he never said a word. And in our behalf, his arms stretched out wide, but his blood dripped in our sins to reproduce life.